Welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail Harkness. I'm going to be doing a brand new routine today for Fatburn Extreme, guys, so hopefully you're up for it. 14 exercises, costal, and I hope it's going to be a good one because I haven't done this one before either. So we've got our warm-up, our little demo. So the practice run for you is the demo. You do that as your warm-up. A little tiny warm-up first, then the demo exercises, run through each one, and then when the music kicks in, that's when you give it your all. So if you haven't done Fatburn Extreme before, you push hard for every exercise until you think that you can't go any harder, and then when you feel that you need to have a rest just to recover, you take that. You don't get given rest breaks. It's really tough if you're pushing hard, but it's as hard as you make it. So there'll be options for each exercise, and you work within your means, especially if you do have any niggles or injuries. Work around that. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, just change it up. So as I said, it's costal, and these exercises work everywhere. So full body workout, get the heart rate really pumping, gets you really sweaty, and then at the end you feel awesome. So you have a drink at the end and drink throughout as you need it, but just make sure that you push as hard as you can and you rest when you need it. So it is a rest-based exercise. A drink of water is all you need. You don't need any equipment. Space round about you, so clear anything that you might kick. And then maybe a little mat or a cushion for when you are coming down onto the floor, that you protect your knees, or if you're doing a plank, maybe under the elbows. So just work with it and hopefully have fun together today. So I hope you're all well and you're ready to go. Yeah. So I'm going to start off just with a little march. So just going to march on the spot, and quiet feet if possible. When you do any exercise and you do any jumps or landings, try and land quietly, and that takes the impact out of the joints, protects your bones. And squats, feet hip width apart, and we're just going to speed this up to get a quick little warm up here, but you can go slower if you want. And then hamstring curls, digging back with the elbows, really try to kick up to that bottom. And then we lift the knees to the front, so get high knees and then little high kicks. So we're coming up, getting these legs fired up. You can add in a little jump if you want here. So little jacks or tap outs, anything just to get this body warmed up. Let the knees right out in line with the toes. Jog it out, kick your bottom, kick up, nice and high. Keep your hands down, and then you can kick back with the heels, knees to the front. So high knees, and yay. So hopefully the heart is up a little bit. So we're going to do run through these exercises quickly, guys. Options, so don't go too hard in your demo. Just try it out, see how it feels. When the music kicks in, that is when you give it your all. So we have jacks first of all. So the jacks we just did there at the end there. So jacks can be slow, just with the knees bending, arms coming up. If you have shoulder issues and you can't swing these arms up, then just take it to shoulder high, bend those knees. And obviously if you want to do this faster, you would go really fast. Also, if you want to make these deeper and slower, they'll be harder. So if you come down, So it's like a little really squat, lift the arms like a lat raise, and then power up. So that would be even harder, and easier would be tapping out to the side instead of your jack. So PS2, press 2, squat 2. So you want to come down into your press up. So whether that's a knee press, so if you knee press, you'll be pressing and up. And if you do your normal on the toes, then press and push. So any one of your choice, just make it a hard one for yourself. Then you jump back up quickly and you do 2 squats, pushing out the hips to the front. Lower the squat, harder, not as low, obviously easier. Fire arms, you just fire these arms up, but the bottom comes down into like a ski set. So the bottom is low and these arms go flat out, digging the elbows back. So the lower you are, the faster the arms go, the harder. If you're up higher, it'll be easier. And plank, coming down onto the floor. So your plank will be bottom down, hands underneath the shoulders, tummy up, and we just hold in this position. An easier version will be knees to floor. If you have wrist issues, you can come down onto the elbows, either toes, and if you want to really make it harder, you can add in a leg lift, you can add in an arm lift, or opposite arm and leg. So many variations of the plank, but I'll probably just be doing a standard plank full arm. Plyo lunge, split jumps. So in your split jumps, knee right down low at the back and a wide jump is the hardest, with a little jump in between. Not as low, easier. Tap backs, easiest. So we're nearly halfway. Okay, core press. We're travelling on the core press. You're down in your plank. Here, you cross over the arm and move across with the leg. You do one press, knee or toes, you cross over and move the leg out. So it's a press. So the leg comes with the crossed arm and a press. And that's a little bit of coordination going on there. So when the arm comes over, you move the leg at the same time. You keep the belly up, you keep your bottom down. Press of your choice, knees or toes. Wide narrow jumps. So these get my heart rate up. Depends how low you go. So you're basically squatting wide, jump up, squatting low. So when the feet come together, it's not like a bottom up. It's down, down. So in and out with your jumps. Easier would be not jumping as high, not squatting as low, or you can just do a little tap out so that it's a smaller move without the jump. Oh, we're going to go through it today, team. So wood chop, love the wood chops. So flexibility again, reach down as low as you can go. I try and tap the outside of my foot, and then when you twist to throw something over your shoulder like a golf swing, make sure you come up and swivel onto the toe. So you're down, you swivel, you're down, you swivel. So if you can't reach, just reach down, 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 and then we go the other side. So try if you can, 2 hands touch the floor, and then 2 hands and swivel. So going onto the toe protects your knee, stops you twisting the knee. And we have S and S. So we have 8 sprints and 8 squats. So your sprints, you want to mean it. So it's basically jogging on the spot. Faster, harder, matching, easier. And then 8 squats, all the way down, push the hips out to the front. And again, you know your squat, not as low. Have a drink whenever, guys. In out heels. Again, we're jumping out and in with the feet. Hands are to temples. So we jump, when we jump out, we come down, touch the inside of the foot, come back in. Jump in, jump in. So when the feet come out, we touch opposite hand inside of the foot. And again, don't go if you can't reach, just come down to where you can. And if you want to make that easier, just take out the jump or slow it right down. You have quarter turn sprints. So this is facing front, side, back to front. Jogging for 4, turning, 4, turning, 4, all the way around, each corner, each wall of the room, and then back anti-clockwise. And obviously use the arms, go faster or slower to make it harder or easier. And then leg raises, probably need a little mat here, so you're down on the ground, hands underneath, lower back, head rested. We lift 2 legs up and back down. So we just lift and lower, breathe out and in. And if it's too hard, you might want to do just 1 leg at a time, and then just work within your means on that. Stop and have a rest if you feel you can't continue. That's what it's all about. Leg electric chair after the leg raises. Electric chair, you want to be as low as possible, and you just grit your teeth and bear this. You sit. If you can't stick it any longer, come up, have a rest, come back down. If you want to make it easier, don't sit as low. And really it fires up the legs, so you will feel that. So we have kick drops, which is 2 kicks and 2 squats. So either 2 kicks without a jump, 2 squats, low or high, or kick, kick, squat, squat, kick, kick. So it's with a hop to add a little bounce in, get the heart rate a bit higher, or just a standard kick. Kicking as high as you can, get the hamstrings to really lengthen, and that is it. So, quick mini stretch. This is going to be a good one, I think. Let's hope. So chest down, bottom back and up. And main thing is that you just work through it, and when you finish it at the end, you feel so good. Feel as if you've pushed yourself hard. Feel the benefit. Main thing is that you enjoy it. So don't feel that you can't rest because it means you're not fit. It is not that at all. You rest when you need it. If you're pushing max, your max, it'll be different to mine. Push and stretch down, allow the head to drop. And bring your feet in and out. If you're doing this, you're doing well anyway. So lift up the arm, take it up, big deep breath in, and on out breath over. And ask yourself, what's your energy levels like today? If you're tired, you might not be able to push as hard. And if you're full of energy and you've had an awesome sleep, you might be really firing on all cylinders and loads of energy and able to really, really push a lot harder. So, listen to your body and work through it. Okay, going to get the music on. Your first one is your jacks. So either quiet feet or so bend the knees in line with the toes. Protect your joints, guys. Can't say enough to protect the joints. As you get older, we have to always be sure that we look after ourselves. Whatever age you are, you need to land light on the feet, and good technique. So, are we ready?
This is the Fatburn Extreme Console Workout, starting with...
Here we go. So, of your choice, easier, a little bit harder, faster, or low, hard, arms. So your choice, which ones you do, giving you all the different options here.
PS2.
Press 2, come down, bottom down, press, 2 presses, jump back up or walk back up, 2 squats. You can walk down, you can have a knee press, walk back up, 2 squats. Jump.
Fire arms.
Okay, you're sitting, low bottom, arms go. So the lower you are, harder, the lower you are, easier if you're up here. You want to be right down. You want these arms to really push extra fast. Push it.
Jacks.
To the beginning. So if you need to drink any time throughout this, have one. Options. Woo! Go team.
PS2.
Okay, press 2. What are your presses like? Go for it. 2 squats. Knee presses if you can't do full. All good.
Fire arms.
Sitting. Okay. Go, go, go. Really, really dig the elbows back. Forward and back. Not high if possible. Low. You want to really feel the legs really, really burning, guys. Push it.
Jacks.
Back to the beginning. Push. Remember, you can power up if you want to make this harder. Jump. You can make it easier.
PS2.
Press 2. You can also, I am not very good, you can also jump into the press instead of jumping back and then the press. You jump into the press, which I find very difficult. Or walk back.
Fire arms.
Go team. So this will warm you up really quick. Woo! Go, go. Come on. Faster arms. Belly in tight. Breathe.
Challenge plank.
Okay, plank of your choice. So, either you can also do toes and heels, knee plank, elbow plank. You can do leg lifts, arm lifts, anything goes. Hold, bum down. Push the shoulders up, dome the upper back, head in line with your spine. Hold. Really squeeze up the belly button. Hold this position. If you need a rest, come down and sit back. You can do child pose.
Plyo lunge.
Split jump. Low. speed that up, or you can slow it down. A tap back is an easier version. Right down, fast, hardest. Low back knee, if not as low, easier. We are travelling in that cross. In your plank position, bottom down, hand and leg and a press. Cross and a press. Cross, it could be a knee press. Cross, knee press. So your choice. Lots of presses.
Narrow jumps.
Okay. Wide squat, close squat. Wide, close. Wide. How is this bottom doing? Is it coming down? Yes. Not this. Unless you have a shirt. Close.
Plyo lunge.
Split jumps. So, don't forget, if you have knee problems, you can just tap it back. Do what feels right. And if you really want to go for it, really push fast. Jump low. Back knee right down.
Cross press.
Cross press. Cross, press, cross, press. Bottom down,
Narrow jumps.
wide narrow. Go team. Don't forget to rest. If you need it, have a drink. If you need it, don't get given rest breaks. Water's good.
Plyo lunge.
Split jumps. Push it. Lower, harder. Go team. Are you just slapping back? It's fine. Whatever. Go. Push hard.
Cross press.
Here we go again. Bottom down, belly up. Keep that back protected. Work hard. Core up. Core tight. Belly up. Low press. Of your choice of press.
Wide narrow jumps.
Woo! Here we go. Going over you. But my heart rate is up. Yay! If that's too difficult, you can do
Challenge plank.
plank. Between your hands, spread fingers, tummy up. Of your choice, leg lifts, arm lifts, knees, elbows. So many different variations of a plank. Tummy up and all. Hold. Squeeze. This is as hard as you make it. Hold. Breathe. Woo. Really squeeze it. Rest if you need it.
One chop right.
Okay, right side is chopped. Right foot. Chop over left. Right down, chop. Right, twist. If you can't reach, don't worry about it. Where can you go to?
S and S.
Okay, 8 sprints, 8 squats. Push, hip out, Woo, I'm so warm already. So 8 faster on your squats, 8 sprints. Quiet toes. Come on, push now. Push.
Wood chop left.
Left side, left foot. I breathe in when I come down to my toes and I breathe out as I chop. So long as you're not holding your breath, if you feel giddy, slow it down. Don't go as low if you feel it too tight on the hamstrings.
In, out, heels.
Okay, remember, when we come out, touch, in, touch. One hand stays to head. Reach down, if you can't come all the way down, reach to where you can. Push.
Wood chop right.
Right side. Woo. Don't forget, onto that toe, guys. Watch the knee. When you twist, swivel.
S and S.
8 sprints. 8 squats. Push your hips out. Squeeze the glutes. Fast. Woo! Feel this morning. In a good way. Come on. Push.
Wood chop left.
Left side. Toe. Straight for the waist. For the obliques. Good stretch for the hamstrings. Woo! And stretch for the glutes. Keep breathing.
In, out, heels.
Are we ready? Are we ready? Down. In, out. As you come out of the feet, touch inside opposite foot. Or floor. Bend.
Wood chop right.
Okay, right side, right foot. Woo. If you touch to the outside of the foot to the floor, it'll be harder. You can come onto foot or just reach.
S and S.
8 sprints. 8 squats, team. Keep it fast. Keep it low. Come on. Push faster. Get as many in as you can.
Wood chop left.
Left side, left foot. Woo! Looking good, team. Go, go. Come on, give it your all. You can speed this up if you want. Woo!
In, out, heels.
Okay, feet. So when we jump out, we touch. Keep one elbow up. Push through. Have a drink and rest if you need it.
Challenge plank.
Plank of your choice. Make sure our shoulders directly above the hands. Tummy up. Head in line with the spine. Hold this. Keep holding. I need a drink. Keep holding. It's so good. Tight belly. Woo! Extra tight. Don't let the belly button drop down towards the floor. Lift it up. Squeeze it. Neither is too difficult.
Quarter turn sprints.
Okay. Remember your fours. So 4. Turn. Turn. And then go anti-clockwise. If you don't want to turn at all, just face the front. Keep jogging out.
Leg raises.
On the floor, 2 leg lifts. Hand under the back. Woo! Single legs if it's too hard. I breathe out as my legs come up. In and down. Don't hold your breath.
Chair.
Quickly, up and set. Okay, feet wider than hip width apart. We are sitting low. Push the knees out. So this is where you just pray that this goes faster. And if you do need to rest, come up. Slap out those legs. Come back down.
Drops.
Okay, kick drop. So 2 kicks, 2 squats, 2 kicks. With a jump, kick, kick, squat, squat, kick, kick. So your choice.
Quarter turn sprints.
Okay, 4s. Come on, go. Try when you do your runs to really work the arms as well. Not like a little jog in the park. Go for it, sprints. Fast. Fast.
Leg raises.
Down we go. Okay, left. If you do want to make these harder, you can have the hands to the temples. You can come down, crunch up, or just rest.
Electric chair.
Up you come. Burnie. Have you got it in the tank to stay down throughout? Push the knees out slightly. How low is your bottom? Are we up? Are we down? Down. Long spine. Push the knees out. Fire up.
Kick drops.
Here we go, team. Now as also on your 2 squats, you can do like a little squat jump. It's a squat, squat, kick, kick, squat, squat. So your choice. 2 kicks, 2 squats, 2 kicks without.
Sprints.
Okay, sprinting. Quiet feet. Woo! Come on, give me your all. Chest up, belly in, faster, go for it team. Come on, you can do this.
Leg raises.
Down we go. Straight legs if possible. If you have tight hamstrings, maybe slight bend. Woo. Left.
Electric chair.
Come on, straight up. Hey. Effort to get up. Push. We are loving this today. Are we? Stay low. 3. Woo. Do a little shake if you want. Just stay. You're doing so good.
Kick drop.
Okay. Kicks. on team, hard as you can make it for you. Push it. That went so quick.
The Fatburn
Okay.
Extreme workout is now
Costal, over and done.
Begin.
So well done if you pushed through that. Hope you took rest breaks. Hope you're sweaty. And if you're coming back in on catch up and you've already done this once, then push twice as hard. Always see what you've got left. See if you can give it a little bit more and just work within your means. It is meant to be out to puff. Have a little drink and then we're going to do a mini stretch. So hopefully you did feel really pushed in that. Feel that you did work hard. You want to bring your chest down, scoop your bottom back and up. Lift the toe, or it can be toe flat on the floor. You want to feel this at the back of the hamstring into the glute. Change side. Don't have your rounded back, so we're not rounding, we're scooping up your chest. Hips scooping back and up. Bottom, I should say. And this is where you start to really get the drippy sweat. When you're stopped and you're cooling down or warming down, you might think, whoa, that was tough. It was good, but tough. Okay, get these feet spread and sink down slowly. Really lengthen the head, really keep the chest up at this point and stop halfway. So just think about where you're feeling the stretch. You want to lengthen the crown of the head forward, push your bottom back, and then we want to just allow the body to drop. So hands and head dropping down. You might want to wiggle the legs a bit wider. You might be fully down, box splits. You might have elbows on the floor, just so long as you feel a stretch on your inner thighs. Your adductors need a good stretch. And when you come up, wiggle your feet in and out until you come back to the hands. And once you're back at the hands, allow your head to fold, to drop down, head loose like a rag doll, body heavy, and breathing, coming back now, nice and slow. And when we breathe out, we want to roll up slowly, so we want to draw the belly button up, and then think of curling the spine. As you roll up, think of the vertebrae coming back like little blocks, one on top of each other, nice and slow, and the head last. So we want to take the arm up and we want to lift the wrist on in breath. If you don't want to lift the wrist, just reach up with the hands and reach over. Out breath, if you're taking the wrist, you're lifting up and over, drawing the belly button in. You want to stretch right down the kind of the lats area, right down into the waist. Stay. On out breath, you push down a little bit, and in breath you hold. We come back up. We breathe in, we lift up to ceiling, and we breathe out. We're up and over. Done so good this morning. Be proud of yourselves. Really tough. And come back. Get that heel to bottom. So if you need to hold on to anything, hold on. If you don't and your balance is good, then just either hold, I tend to hold onto my top of my ear. And then once you've got your balance, if you want to hold like a double hug on the heel to bottom. And don't worry if you can't get the heel to bottom, so long as you feel the stretch. Change sides. So even if you're just coming to here, if that's enough of a stretch for you, just work gradually to increase your stretch by drawing in on out breath, holding on in breath, drawing in on out breath, holding, and eventually kind of teasing your foot back to your bottom, and then push your hip out to the front. And this will increase like the stretch from the quad right into the hip. And okay, we're going to stretch into the hip flexor today. So we're just going to wiggle your foot back, and then once your foot is back in a wide stance, just allow your knee to drop down, pushing the hip out. So the body is tall, like as if you're on a string from ceiling to floor. So the front leg is bent 90. We're feeling the stretch down this hip. And then we're going to come straight back leg onto toe, and then push down. If you need to bring your foot in a bit closer, push down the heel to the floor to get into like your calf stretch. And then we're going to change sides. So just wiggle this leg back. So wiggle it back, and then when you want to drop down, push your hip forward. So it's like a little tilt of the hip, and then you drop down. So you want to feel the stretch down the front of the quad into the hip flexor. And as I said, front leg bent on this one, back leg bent, and then we push up onto toe, so straight leg, and then push your heel down, bend the front knee, weight back into the heel of the back leg. So if you have a wall, you can push through the wall if you want to make it a bigger stretch for your calf and the Achilles. And it's such a good stretch. And then we're going to just take it feet hip width apart, interlock your fingers or hands clasped and head dropping down, breathe out, push out, breathe in, hold, belly button in. And then you're going to reverse that to stretch out the chest from the press ups. You want to really stretch into the chest, the pecs, front of the shoulders. So we want to have the hands clasped behind. You want to push your shoulders down first, so create a space between the top of the shoulder and the ear. So you push down, then you lift, and you have the chest up, chin up, lift on out breath. Try and increase the lift to the back on out breath. In breath, hold. And the wrists, presses, pushes hands back. So let's just give a little warm up for these wrists again. Wiggle, wiggle. You might feel it in the wrists when you do press ups. And then we're just going to stretch out, stretch down. So when you do your presses, your hands are this way. So we're going to put it into that stretch which you were doing. And then we're going to do the reverse. So this is where you just gradually have the arm out straight, but you're just gently easing this part of your hand back. So I've got my thumb behind into the palm of my hands, and I'm just easing back, little stretch, open up these capitals in the wrists, and then the other side. So I've got my thumb out, and then just take this wrist, just ease it back. So don't overstretch, just take it. It's nice to loosen off like your wrist joint. Give it a little stretch. We forget about our wrists, so it's good to open up. And thank you so much if you joined me today. Make sure that you have a drink now that you do recover, the heart rate is down, and then you just drink, have water, and really have a good day, team. Hope you're feeling good with all these classes that are on just now. Some awesome classes on, great variety of classes, so hope you're enjoying them even if it's on catch up. I will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock, fitness Pilates, working on core strength, mobility, So if you're joining me for that, nice relaxing music and that for half an hour. I hope to see you then, and if not, I shall see you next week, and have a fabulous day. Bye.